Hello, welcome to the channel, Lakeness Life. My name is Jeremy. This is just me doing life. Just want to show real quick on how to change the manual transmission fluid of a 2004 Saturn Ion. It has an F23 Getrag transmission. I do know that some of them have ASINs, but it's not quite as common. Just so you know, F23. This is also called an M86 transmission. It is the same transmission as the Saturn View, except that this transmission, specifically the M86 for the Saturn Ion, and I believe for the Cobalt and several other ones, has a higher fifth gear than the Saturn View because it's a little bit lighter vehicle. So let's get into this. First thing, you're going to need 2 quarts of Dextron 3 automatic transmission fluid. I'm not endorsing any specific one. This is just what I had, and I didn't want the cheapo brand. You need 2 quarts, capacities, manual transaxle, up to 2 quarts. Something I saw earlier said 1.7. This is a 2.2 engine, non-supercharged. All right. Manual transaxle lubricant, 2003-2004 models, Dextron 3 automatic transmission fluid, 2005 and later models. Well, you could just see there. Saturn part number 2101-8899. Let's see what the manual says real quick. And we'll 2101-8899. All right, first thing, you need an 8mm Allen. And the 8mm Allen, where the heck did I put that? There you go, is how you're going to get to your bottom bolt. So your bottom bolt, is underneath here. There it is. I got this, I think at AutoZone or O'Reilly's or whatever. This little set of metric Allens. The receiving end, the other end of that, so this is 8mm. The other end of that is 10mm. And then you can get that on there like so, okay? Now, these are on there really tight, like 20-something foot-pounds, 28 foot-pounds. So in order for me to get this off, to go in this direction, right? I had to put 2 wrenches together, put that on here, and that does the trick, okay? And there's enough room for this little guy. So, before you pull that one off though, you need to pull this one off because this is your fill level plug, okay? This is not your fill plug necessarily. It can be used as that. This is your fill level plug. Now on top, there are 2 plugs. You have a fill plug up here, which is the same plug as these 2 side ones. This is my old transmission, 5th gear was grinding. So again, this is your fill level plug. This is your drain plug. You can see that on the transmission. This is, I believe, your filler cap, okay? And then this same plug, which I actually put on the other rig. Let's see, this is actually from here. It goes right down here. This is also an 8mm, okay? I was confused looking at a bunch of videos and other pictures trying to figure out which one do I use. Do I use this one? Do I use this one? Because it looks a little funny from this side. Just that little spot right there. So here it is. Now I want to show you that it doesn't matter which one you use. This little piece of blinds. See that? That's both of them, okay? All right, so how do you actually do this? I'm going to show you just on this one. It'll be a little easier. Okay, you get a drain bucket, put it underneath here, drain pan. You have to pull your tire off and stuff, jack your vehicle up, pull your tire off to get to this. You don't have to, but it's going to be a lot easier. So just do it. Okay, use jack stands. Don't use your jack. Be careful. This one you use to drain. This one you use as your fill level. Okay. Get that fill level. Then you put your funnel in one or the other. You might have to use one of those hose type funnels. So you can see there's the one or the other. Because right here on yours, you're telling me I don't have access like this. I know. My fuse box is over there and a whole bunch of other crap. But this is all right here and just covering everything. So what do? You tighten this bottom, the bottom plug that is right there. You tighten that to manual transactional fill drain plugs. Non-supercharged models, 28 foot-pounds. The torque wrench, that's pretty significant. Tighten their bottom one, make sure that's nice and tight. Start adding fluid a little bit at a time until fluid comes out of this port. Okay. Once fluid starts coming out of this port, then you have plenty of transmission fluid, assuming your car is level. Then stop, pull this out, clean it up. It'll still be running out, okay? It'll still be running out and dripping and all that good stuff. Then put that in, put the plug in to that spot. Come over here with your newfound set there. Just buy this, this is so nice. Little set I got. Oh, they all O'Reilly's and AutoZone. I mean, they all have these little sets. They're pretty nice. Then you just stick it on here. If you have a torque wrench, go to 28. See how much easier that is than trying to monkey with a little Allen wrench, trying to get your hand way up in there just to have enough leverage to tighten it. Then either tighten your plug there or your cap there. That's how you do it, folks. I hope that helps. I hope that clarifies a few things. I hope that makes it to where you don't have to search YouTube and everywhere else just to find out this information. Recommendations, I don't know, 5-year, 50,000 mile. I know the manual says you could probably go to 100,000, or people don't service it until until you need to do a clutch. Well, fluid is cheaper than parts, okay? So 50,000 miles, 5 years, it can't hurt. I mean, this is, I still have half, I don't know, a little over half a quart here. $15, and you're not out anything really besides $15 in a little bit of time. If you're changing your oil, might as well do it anyway. So I hope this helps. Like and subscribe if it floats your boat. You do. You take this off. You put a funnel over here or here, whichever one. You fill it up until fluid comes out of this hole. Then you stop filling up. Tighten this up. I believe it's 27 or 28 foot-pounds. Dextron 3 for this manual transmission. This is an F23 Getrag. Anyway, that is how you do it. I did not find any other videos showing whether it was one or the other. One guy says here, one guy says here. Another guy says fill from the side. You can, but it's kind of messy. You got to get a tube and a little pump or whatever, long funnel from here and a tube down there. So there's your options. Fill it here till it comes out of here. Fill it from here till it comes out of there, or from here. You can see this, both of these holes right there and right there. You can fill it from there, from the top, until it comes out of there. That's it. Has to fill up to there. Do not have that plug on while you fill this up, because if you can't and you strip that out, but you did happen to drain it all out, then you are probably going to be in a world of hurt, because how are you going to tell if it's full or not? And you can see that's, for me, that's dripping out. You can see the level there. I just fill it in through the port that had the Allen plug, which is the same plug as all the other ones. That's 8mm. So yeah, these little things come in handy. Hi, welcome to the channel, Likeness Life, where I'm just doing life. This is a 2004 Saturn Ion 3 model. It is a 5-speed manual transmission, and I'm going to tell you how to change your transmission fluid. I saw a lot of videos, and it's just kind of convoluted, or they don't show enough, or whatever. The first thing is that you will be buying 2 quarts of Dex 3 automatic transmission fluid. We're going to go over here to the Chilton's manual. I probably should have bought a Haynes, but you know, it is what it is. And let's see here. Manual transmission check filled drain plugs.